Alright, so figured I'd kick off the video series of builds and whatnot with a showcase of my first ever build that I'm seriously proud of. I built it about a year and a half ago. Can't believe it. Today's late November of 2022, so I think this was built in early 2021, like February, something like that, when the game first came out. Anyway, it was a plains base so that we could grow all the right stuff. Down there is where we launch our boat and do our travels throughout. We haven't even covered all this map yet. These worlds are pretty big, but this is it. This is our walled-in compound that I'm pretty stoked about. It's kind of funny, the first thing we did in this biome was I built this shack, and we weren't ready for plains enemies. We still had iron gear, and we're inexperienced. The gear is not quite as important as the experience for fighting in this game. If you can maneuver around and dodge and parry and whatnot, you can wear bronze, basically. I mean, it'll take you a couple more hits to kill shit, but anyway, showing off the build. We got a couple of fields for growing stuff, and then it was on a slope, on a big massive hill, slow, gradual uphill. So I ended up just terraforming and making level terraces on the way up. So it ended up being pretty neat looking. Got a couple of windmills. This is supposed to be flax in here, but we harvested it and haven't replanted it yet. I've kind of abandoned this world because of updates and whatnot, and playing different games over the year. I named this place Fenrir's Folly because Fenrir is a wolf from Norse mythology, and we got mountains right up the hill there, and there are wolves that spawn just north of us. I'm sorry, just east of us, and they always howling and whatnot, and you can hear them from inside the tower here. Got the kilns over here for making charcoal. Got one little spare piece of charcoal laying there. So I thought Fenrir's Folly would be a cool name, alliteration, double F's. And these are all the honey, beehives that we found throughout the course of our playtime on this game. It was me and my brother-in-law who were playing this game on this particular world. But built this big round thing. Most of the stone, I guess bricks would call them, are these 2x6 ones. But I made a lattice, a interlocking look with the 1x1s, all where they make, every time we make a turn, that's what I've done. The windows to the basement, are open because we got forges and furnaces down there. Let the smoke out. Oh, got some goblins out there. So you got one gate. Should have built a gate house, but it's a little bit of function over form, if you know what I mean, sometimes. Anyways, just kind of going around the outside before we take inside. A little bit of unfinished grounds over here, just because we moved on and went to the next world before finishing this one, that's all. But like I said, I was leveling off terraces. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with all these. Some of them were probably just going to be decorative, but who knows? Who knows? A little porch up there, boardings on the top. Built a wraparound tunnel between the basement floor and the next floor. Here's the basement floor. It's like the workshop / storage. I really enjoyed building this floor here and the one above it. They're identical. There's a hole in the middle for all the smoke in the house to go up. There's a roof way up top. I got storage, signs to label all the storage, trophies, unlabeled chests in case we found something else. And we didn't have many big chests because we didn't really need them yet. So we just put little chests, kept it simple. Spare armor, tools, bones, so all kinds of stuff all the way around the perimeter here. Stone floor. Got furnaces and the other artisan blast furnaces. I guess those are blast furnaces, right? Yeah, blast furnaces and regular smelters. Okay. Sometimes I forget what everything's called. Anyway, that's the first floor. A little extra bulk storage here for world hopping stuff. Going to the second floor. You see that? It says I have arrived. You know, every time you log in. Figure it was a nice thing to put on the threshold. A rug. And here is the tavern that I built. Got a nice flowy bar here. I didn't put enough chairs, but I just put a couple chairs and never got around to putting more. I really enjoy building this, making it look pretty. This is all the food and, you know, consumables storage behind the bar. We put a bunch of potions up there to look like liquor. The Yagluth trophy. A couple of drakes. Ether trophy. Some dragon eggs for decoration. Banners. Hearths all around. Did the same treatment of the bar as I did for this fermenter platform. I thought it looked real pretty, so. Having it not be, you know, so square. I feel like people build in this game and they stick to right angles a little bit too much. So. Anyways, pretty good comfort levels in here. Compared to, well, not comparatively, but, you know, it's decent enough. Raven thrones over there. A couple of wolf and deer trophies. Got some wall-mounted weapons. Well, we had more. Oh, yeah, here's more. Got the stag breaker there. We were going to populate this wall with more, you know, trophies and decorations and stuff, but once again, just something we never got around to. Here's that porch that sticks out from the side. A pretty fun view. If I can, well, I'll just zoom in. You look down, look out, really good view. Nice outdoor dining, if one so chooses. Or for, you know, meetings in quiet of those who are up to no good. Who knows? Under this stairs is the mead locker. Store our potions in here. Couple empty chests because we never made that many. Alright, that's the second floor. Notice this, you know, vortex floor here and also here. It took a little while to build that stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I love the wood iron beams. They're such a massive help in increasing the scale of your build. If you want to build taller, you gotta use wood iron. If you want to build further across with no support underneath, wood iron, obviously. I mean, it's the strongest thing there is. Until we find something stronger. Hopefully they release some other stuff. This Mistlands update's coming up at this point, and we're looking forward to new build pieces. I think they got something called Black Marble coming out. Pretty excited about. Anyway, this is a living quarters up here for the two lords of the manor. My brother-in-law built this room over here, and his character's name is Huron. And it's a reference to character from the Silmarillion and, you know, the Tolkien works. Son of Galdor, hero of men. So, That's enjoyable. Built a platform, got a dragon bed up there, Hurin's bed, built a forge, hearth, pretty straightforward. This is the living quarters that I built over here. I didn't write any signs or anything, but yeah, lots of wood iron. We did a lot of swamp trips to make this place. All legitimately sourced. We didn't cheat any of these materials in. It was sheer elbow grease effort. I tried to put every comfort item in this room to raise the, the level to the max at the time. I don't know if there's more items now, but in the bed we got 14, level 14. Just trying to get the nighttime slept away so that we can see better. Somehow, even indoors, the sunlight makes everything better in this game. So, yep, that's the third floor, living quarters. And I'm not sure why I did this. Probably to minimize the space that the stairs take up. I don't want it to, I wanted this to be open floor plan. If we had a vertical ladder you could climb up, I would have built that. Because roof access, I mean, think of any given building, the roof access is very minimalistic, So that's kind of what I was going for with this. But I did, there are no vertical ladders, so I just did this. Like a drawdown attic ladder. I'm an HVAC tech for trade, so that's kind of the idea I was going for. Anyways, this is the roof. I played hell getting this roof put together. It was, because we're up here in the red zone, construction. Let me just prove to you, everything's red up here. Well, this isn't a really good example because this is all laying on the stone, but look how red this, oh, it's all dark. All these stones are about to fall through, and a lot of them did. The wood iron beams came in handy big time. And I was going to leave one of these are all the 26-degree roof corners. I put one that was a 45-degree to hopefully let the smoke through. But the smoke just kind of collects up here under the roof. And you don't actually need to let it out. It just collects, under the uppermost layer just for a few feet. You don't smoke out the whole building if you build the ceilings high enough, you know what I mean? You usually don't have to worry about it. But also, I mean, it's open. It's open enough for smoke to get out anyway, just in case. But yeah, built a circle roof and then this pyramid roof in the middle to cover the rest of the ground. So it's fully roofed. If I was to turn this music off and turn the game music on, you'd hear, indoor music. But these are hoardings. I modeled these after old style castles before they had, permanent hoardings. They had these wooden hoardings that they would install during a siege or when they were expecting a siege. I learned that from, Shadiversity's YouTube channel. He talks about castles all the time. He's a cool guy. Anyway, that's about it for the castle, for the tower. First big build. I've got other big builds I can show off. They weren't nearly as grand in scale as this, but they were fun to build. My build style is a little improvisational. Kind of just think about things as I go along, rather than plan out ahead. I'm trying to learn how to plan things more thoroughly from the get-go, rather than just winging it. But moving forward, we're going to see a lot more kick-ass builds because this game is so much fun to build in. I love Minecraft. I played a lot of Minecraft growing up all the way from 2011. I played the heck out of that game. But this game came along last year, year before. I really can't remember when it came out. The last couple years have been a blur, but I love building this game. Anyways, that's about it. I'll see y'all next time.